In a small village, there lived a boy named David. He was poor, so poor that most days his pockets were empty. His shoes had holes, his school bag was torn, and some nights he went to bed with nothing but water to silence his hunger. Yet, hidden deep inside him was something no one could see, his dream. David wanted to do something big, something that could change not only his destiny, but also his family's fate. But whenever he spoke about his dream, people laughed. How can a boy with empty pockets think of big things? They mocked. You should only worry about earning bread for tomorrow. Their words hurt him, but deep within, David believed his future was not chained to his present. One evening, as the sun dipped into the river, David sat silently, weighed down by sadness. An old teacher, known as Mr. Harris, noticed him and asked, "Why do you look so troubled, my child?" David lowered his eyes and replied, "Sir, everyone says I cannot do anything great because I am poor. They laugh at my dreams and tell me to stop thinking big." Mr. Harris smiled gently and handed him a small mirror. "Look into this mirror," he said. "What do you see?" David answered, "I see myself." The teacher leaned closer and asked, "Do you see the pain in your eyes?" David nodded. "Now look deeper. Can you see the fire behind that pain?" David stared again, and this time he noticed a spark burning quietly inside. From that day, David carried both the mirror and the lesson in his heart. His days became a test of willpower. Each morning he went to school with his torn bag, determined to learn. In the evenings, while other children played, he worked at a tea shop, washing glasses and serving customers for a few coins. On weekends, he stood beside a mechanic, watching carefully and practicing with greasy tools. Though his hands ached and his clothes smelled of oil, he knew every skill was a step forward. But the nights were his most precious hours. While the village slept, David studied under the dim glow of a lamp. Sometimes the kerosene finished, and he read by the soft light of the moon. Hunger pressed against his ribs, yet he refused to stop. He dreamed not only of passing his classes, but of building a life where his family would never sleep empty-stomached again. Life, however, tested him harshly. His mother's illness grew worse, and the family often struggled to afford medicine. His father worked endlessly in the fields, yet returned with little to show. One winter, David's small savings, carefully hidden in a box, were stolen. For days he felt broken, staring at the mirror Mr. Harris had given him. Doubt whispered, maybe they were right. Maybe a poor boy should not dream. But when he looked deeper, he saw the same spark. Wiping his tears, David whispered, "No dust will hide my fire." With renewed determination, David began repairing small mobile phones for villagers. He charged only what they could afford, and because of his honesty and patience, people trusted him. Every rupee he earned was saved carefully. Soon, those savings allowed him to open a tiny corner shop selling phone accessories. He worked from sunrise to late night, greeting every customer with respect. When a villager could not pay immediately, David still helped them, knowing trust was worth more than profit. Slowly, his shop became the heart of the village for anything electronic. As years passed, David's hard work blossomed into opportunity. From one shop, he expanded to 3. Then, with courage and planning, he launched his own brand of mobile accessories. The same people who once mocked him now stood in line outside his office, hoping for a chance to work with him. His mother received regular treatment, and his father no longer labored in the fields. The boy who once had nothing now carried the weight of success with humility. One day, Mr. Harris came to visit. David welcomed him with folded hands and deep respect. The teacher looked at him with a smile and said, "You see, David, the world tries to make poor boys think small, but those who dare to think big rewrite their story. Dreams are not measured by the money in your pocket, but by the vision in your heart." And so, David's story became a mirror for others, a reminder that the fire within can light the darkest path.